I'm standing here near Acapulco Mexican Restaurant and grocery store, and La Loncherita Lulu, which is another restaurant. Well, that's the restaurant. Acapulco is a supermarket in the front, except for on Saturdays and Sundays when they also serve food. Anyway, I'm on my way back from my class at Spartanburg Community College. Ride my bike. That's one of the few places that I live close enough to ride my bike to and back. Typically I get out of class a little earlier, so with a little more sunlight, so it's a little safer, but today it's basically getting dark. But I wanted to point out a problem with living in interstate land here in Fairforest. The bridges, see, usually I'm complaining the roads are too wide, but the bridges are too narrow. What I mean is, the shoulder, typically when I'm walking or biking, and it's not a safe place to do it, I'll just do it on the side of the road in the grass, on the actual grass. But if you look here, I'm not sure how well you can see it. There is essentially 1 foot, maybe 2 feet in the widest spot, 1 foot in the narrowest spot on this bridge. So even if you want to dismount and walk on the left side of the street, you know, for safety, because you can't go fast enough to get across the bridge on the right side of the road biking, right? So you dismount from your bike, you walk on the left side. You still essentially need drivers to move over and give you space. You can't just live and let live like when you're walking on the grass and they just can continue taking the entire lane. So it's kind of nerve-wracking, especially when it's dark. I do wish the bridges in South Carolina were a little bit wider so that people could walk and bike across just the bridges with safety. Because again, if you walk as far away from the lane as I usually do on the grass, I would be falling off into Interstate 26 or whatever that is. So a little bit of an issue. And the sad thing is, they literally just rebuilt this bridge here. Some tractor trailer smashed into one of the supports. They had to kind of remove half of it and rebuild. Would have been a great chance to make it safer for people walking and biking, but they didn't, of course. So as it is, these bridges kind of serve as like delimiters. Like this is where one chunk of walkability ends and the other chunk continues. Because both of these areas, there's a sidewalk here, and then the sidewalk on that side of the bridge goes all the way to Fairforest, all the way up past the school. Like, it is actually, for this area, it's pretty walkable on either side of the bridge. But I think your average American is not going to want to cross. By themselves even, I feel unsafe. Okay, so much less if I'm pushing a kid or two in a stroller. So if you live right over there are neighborhoods and houses right over there, and you want to walk down Acapulco, you're probably not going to do it because you don't feel safe. Just another example how even if you live within walking distance, within a less than a 5-minute walk of places here in South Carolina, you're probably going to drive for safety because they made the roads unsafe, and bridges in this case.